Y'all heard this Kaepernick, came out with a book or whatever, and I guess there's an excerpt from his book. Y'all know who Colin Kaepernick is, right?
I think so.
Come on, Tim.
Where he from?
Colin Kaepernick.
Nah.
You know. Come on now.
I know who
Something
I know who he is.
Oh, okay.
You said
I forgot. Kiara's not here.
He from Cleveland, right?
No. Oh, actually, I think he is from Cleveland. He grew up in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Colin Kaepernick started the whole Neo movement.
She know who
I
he
know
is.
who he is.
Why are you saying Cleveland?
Because I was trying to be like funny, like it's LeBron.
No,
He's
no,
from
listen.
Cleveland, like trying to be.
No.
But it's okay.
I sit next to Kiara, so you gotta let her know everything anyway. He writes a book and he says somewhere in his book, he's adopted. You may not have known that.
I did know that.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, he wrote a book and somewhere someone pulled out an excerpt from that book that said, he said, my adopted parents are racist. Mm-hmm. And he said they're racist because they didn't want him to have braids.
Because they were unprofessional. He said because they said they're unprofessional. Wasn't there wording that looks unprofessional or something like that? Well, wasn't it?
Yeah, he said basically it fell into the stereotype of the look, the threatening look.
That doesn't make them racist, though. Did he write in the book like this is what he thought at the time?
He thinks that they were racist.
Or does he still think this?
Nah, he just thinks that he was raised under racist pretenses by people who have racist views.
I don't know, because
I don't view that as racist, but I guess it could be.
So it could be either way, because back in the day, like, black parents didn't want their
I was getting ready to
sons.
say mine didn't.
My parents didn't want me to have it either. That's what I'm saying.
Are my parents racist?
See,
they could be.
They could be.
See,
shout out to my parents.
They could be. I don't know. There was a lot of stigma around braids, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you want to keep your child safe,
right? And so, who was wearing them? Who was getting, gangster rap and all that? It was a lot.
Images, and somebody who goes as far as to name their child Justin. They don't want their kid to have braids. You know what I'm saying? They don't want their kid to have braids. Come on, man. Like, D'Angelo could have had braids.
D'Angelo definitely could have had braids.
D'Angelo definitely could have had some braids. Yeah, D'Angelo did have braids.
He did.
Yeah, shout out to my man D'Angelo, man.
Brown sugar.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm starting to not believe in the word racist anymore.
Because of that?
It's kind of weird. Like,
let me look up the word.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know what it means.
So I guess, and what he was trying to say is because his parents didn't want something that fell into a stigma that they were racist. But I'm like, I don't think that was the case for it. But you can argue that with everything or anything that someone calls racist.
Say that, yeah. I think that's just one of them things, man. It just depends on the angle you coming from. Because I can see both sides. I don't agree with his stance on this one, but I can see how somebody might be like, oh, you're racist if you feel like a certain look is whatever, but that's because we live in a racist society. So there are certain stigmas with certain looks.
I think when someone is calling someone a racist, it's more of an indictment on the way that the person who is saying it feels more than what that person who is doing the racist action is intending.
I think that's the problem.
You think that's the problem?
Yeah, because
I do think that's the problem too.
You feeling a certain way, right. It doesn't mean that I said it a certain way, or I mean it this way, or whatever. You know what I mean? That's just how you were interpreting what I said.
Correct.
But people's feelings are valid, though.
No, stop. That's not true. Why? No, hold on. People's feelings do not be valid.
They do be valid, though. You can't help how you feel.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
you can control yourself.
Hold on.
You can say, "Hold on."
Even though that's
whatever
true,
right
that
now
doesn't make them valid. Even if that was true, it doesn't make them valid.
You can be upset all you want, but if a cop come in here and say, "This is what's going down," what you gonna do?
I'm still upset though.
Sure.
It doesn't take it away.
Doesn't make it law.
I ain't saying made it law.
But that's how people place the indictment when they say, "Oh, this is racist," based on how they feel.
Nah, feelings are not. No.
So I think people do it in. I mean, it's society. I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't help it.
We're trying to figure it out.
This says characterized by or showing prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against a person or people on the bias of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group.
Yeah, I don't see where.
Typically, that one is a minority or marginalized.
No, so if I'm rooting for the black family on Family Feud against the white family,
You being racist.
I'm a racist by definition.
Or if you white. Or if you're not even white. You're just rooting for the white family against the black family. You're racist.
Hold on, and if
Because
you're white,
marginalization of one and not the other.
Oh, yes.
That's why?
Yes.
On the
Because you should be rooting for the minority.
nah.
So maybe you're not racist if you're rooting for the black family.
But that's what I'm saying. If I'm white, I'm rooting for the black family because they look and remind me of my family. They look like and they remind me of my family.
Yeah.
Okay, the white person could possibly be
But
doing the same
white
thing.
people gotta take into consideration what's been happening and be like, I would like to root for people that look like me, but that's not a good idea. I'm not going to root for anybody.
That's because they always been rooting for them, and it went badly when they did
Hey,
it.
dog.
They got to go out of their way to not be considered racist.
I don't feel
Yeah,
sorry
they
for
do.
them. I'm just saying.
I don't really feel bad for them. They have to do.
I don't feel sorry for them. I'm just saying that's.
I don't either, but
Yeah,
I don't
whatever
like.
their way
I don't
on.
like people crying wolf when it's
That's
wolf.
my
I don't
issue.
like that.
Oh, like
Don't
saying
cry-
racism when it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
not.
don't
Okay.
cry wolf for a chihuahua.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that. I don't like
Yeah,
when
because it
people be
waters
like,
down the
"Oh,
actual.
Yes.
No. That's fair. That's with anything though.
That's
That's
only-
not just
that's-
racism. That's just
You know what bothers me too?
sexism. That's everything.
When people be putting the ghetto tag on stuff like, "Oh, that's ghetto." I don't like that either. That boy, that gets underneath my skin. It really does. Cause I be like, man, shut up, in my head, but I don't say that to nobody.
Hey, I feel like I have an opinion on this
It said,
because I be trying to figure out. I think there's a difference between being ghetto. Oh man, being ghetto and being hood.
let me say this.
Okay.
I just don't like the act of it all because whatever you calling somebody, it just it gives me the idea that you got your nose up to them and they're beneath you. And you shouldn't
Same thing
treat
with the
anybody
racist
like
thing.
that.
Okay.
That's what I don't like about it. You know what I'm saying? You can have your feels about whoever, as do I. But I don't need to place no tag on them.
The problem is,
You know what I mean?
The problem is that we put negative stereotypes on labels, and although labels can be accurate, like something can just be ghetto, bro.
That's true.
Or somebody can just be corny, but
That's true.
that don't necessarily mean that it's a bad. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad. Oh, you know what? First of all, there's literally no negative connotation in being a nerd. None. If
Well,
you
we
think
put
about
it
it,
on there.
you know why? Because it came from people who aren't
weren't smart.
Who were smart.
Yeah.
Who were
and
dumb.
and
Who
needed a way
felt
to
inferior
and
to
needed
the
a way
nerd.
to, and so we're gonna make them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd.
Being a nerd.
So what? Like,
Right.
there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So
But on the flip side, it worked because the
It did
nerd
work.
felt like they were inferior
Right,
to
right.
this guy or
Exactly.
whoever because they were probably cooler.
ain't that something, man? Names, and I don't.
Haves and have-nots.
I think we need to teach our children there's nothing wrong with being yourself. Period.
Oh.
Whatever
Man.
label that is.
Man, who you telling?
Nah, for real. I
No,
think there's successful nerds, there's successful bullies.
imperative.
There's successful, Oh no, I was about no, it's not successful. One of those.
successful bullies.
No, the bullies. There was something coming after that. I'm
Okay.
gonna just let that go.
I kind of want to know what it was, man. Successful pedophiles.
Oh no.
Rapists. I knew it was something like that.
Nothing criminal.
Oh,
You don't want to get into nothing criminal. But as long as there's a path for you to.
Everybody's an individual.
Everybody's an individual.
And
I
that's
feel like
okay.
the only way you will find a passion in life or be successful or happy in life doing what you like or something that connects with you is being allowed to be yourself. Nowadays, with the internet and the acceptance of everything, now is the time
To be yourself.
to be yourself, bro.
You got to allow yourself to be yourself. You can't wait for other people to allow you to be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're getting bullied, sometimes that come with the territory.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that does. Yeah, you know, don't.
You still gotta have the courage to
don't
stand
cry
in who you are.
Don't cry wolf, grow fangs. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's my theory on being bullied. That's just me. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, okay, all right.
No. It's very having a child that's not as maybe aggressive as you would be or something is very hard.
Right.
You can't make them do anything. You're not there with them all the time.
But aggression is not the only way to deal with it.
Even having a response to it,
Right.
it's the mute for me.
Right.
Having nothing to say or in response, it's scary because on top of that, you realize that they're a child right now, and then one day they're gonna be an adult, and you're like, man,
Are they prepared?
yes, are they gonna let this world kick their ass? Like
They gotta learn too, though. That's a part of adolescence.
Yeah, and that's what
It
I'm saying.
is.
That's a part of it. You gotta learn. That's what I'm saying now. Like a schoolyard bully thing is something minimal in comparison to how they deal with things throughout life. We talked about this before. Bill Gates probably wouldn't have been a millionaire if he didn't get bullied.
It depends on, he was
I don't know if
able
he was bullied,
to.
though.
Well, I don't know if this is true, but most people in those situations spend their bully. They use it as fuel.
Correct.
To be like,
Correct.
for all you who shitted on me,
And
this is what I'm doing
Yeah.
now. I'm okay with that. I'm just people who pause or stop or seem like they can't
let the
move
bully
They
forward.
don't know what to do.
Yeah, let
Yes.
the bullying stop them from moving forward. or
I'd
whatever.
rather the bullying make you angry enough to put your energy into something else. That's okay with
Well,
me.
I think if it happens, well, I don't know. Sometimes it takes longer for some people than others, but some people gotta learn how to deal with it. You know, one way or another.